Number 141. Today we're going to do bug squashing. Don't have a lot of time, so it's going to be a short stream. Started way too late. This was supposed to be a morning stream, and now it's an evening stream. So it's going to be a short stream. And yep, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Twitch. Alright, let's go. So, there's two bugs I want to look at. One is on this puzzle where the cupcake dots aren't marked. So, let's see. Bug 1. Missing... cupcake dots are missing their outlines. I suspect the puzzle was just made this way. I suspect that these are just not regular cupcake dots, but it could be related to the new coloring stuff. Although that shouldn't affect outlines. So we'll look into that. And the other one is a bug that I fixed multiple times, and it keeps coming back. Which is when basically on fog puzzles, when we don't have vertical and horizontal lines. Sorry, if the lines are only one dimension, i.e. just a singular vertical or horizontal line, it basically doesn't generate an area for it to be affected by the filters, and then the elements disappear. All vertical / horizontal elements are invisible with fog filters. And I don't know why this bug keeps coming back, even though I keep fixing it. Unless I thought I was going to fix it and then realized that the fix would cause other problems. I don't know. But there is a way of potentially working around it instead of outright fixing it. Sort of avoiding the issue that shouldn't really exist in the browser. Alright, let's look at this one first. So my suspicion is here that the puzzle data itself already has the cupcake dot specified like that, right? So I'm looking at the data here. It's not a Sudoku Maker import. It is, let's see, if I look at the raw data, it's an SCL, so it's native. It's weird that it would be native with this. It is possible that this got converted after adding like a solution or something, and then my own system made a mistake. So basically we have our cupcake dots here in the overlay data, right? Background color white, no text. Now, let's compare that to some random cupcake puzzle. Let me have a quick look at the gas puzzle, see if I can find one with a cupcake dot on the quick like. Cupcakes come up quite often. Well... here we go. Consecutive... Alright, here we go. So let's open this one. Localhost. So that is, just functioning cupcake dots, right? Now that's fpuzzle's data though. So we'll have to see how that converts. See, this one has explicit border color set. Yeah. So it's expecting the border color to be set. Alright, let's do a quick manual decoding of the puzzle data. Just to, just so we can see what the data actually has, because there's some conversion happening and so on. We want to exclude that from causing any of the problems, right? I'm just going to put on code formatting for JavaScript here, because I'm going to use this as a little scratch pad, right? So we're going to do await puzzle loader.fetch puzzle get puzzle ID. So that's the raw puzzle data. Like that, right? And let's uncompress that. Decode URI component. Like that. Okay, and now we'll do fpuzzles dot. Actually, let's do strip puzzle format. That. And then we'll do load fp puzzle dot decompress, because that's the sort of raw decompress function for the LZIP compression, which, you know, I really need to refactor, but we all know that. Hello. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna make sure that Chinese character is not anything I need to worry about. Sorry, but like sometimes bots come in here and stuff, so I'm gonna run that through translation. Hello. Okay, hello to you too. I'm afraid I do not understand Chinese. Is there something else I should... Ni hao. Those. Jiba?
Ziba.
Ziba is what Google Translate says your name is pronounced. But I wouldn't trust Google Translate for this sort of thing, to be honest. Alright, so, puzzle data, okay. Is this a zip? I'm not sure. So let's see if we're gonna... Okay, no, it parses. All right. So this is this data in SCL format. And... Difference. What? Okay, so that is basically before, that's the raw fpuzzles data, which doesn't specify how the dots are rendered, basically. Dot. Okay, so then the outlines are provided by my converter. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I mean, if it's, you know, if it takes it too far out of the stream or out of the time that I have, then it might be better to post the question in Discord, where other people might also support answer it, and of course where the answer would also benefit others. All right, now let's have a look at this one, and let's also do look at the data from kind of first principles, but I think we might not be able to just compress it like that. We might have to unzip it. Yeah, we'll probably have to do... Actually, let's get rid of this for a sec. Let's also just do that. It'll save us a little bit of time. Right, if I run this... Nope. Also might waste time by me not getting the brackets right. So we'll need to unzip that. Puzzle zipper.unzip. Alright, and then we should be able to JSON parse it. Right. Let's see. And that's probably a bit too small for you guys to see. All right, so so here are the overlays dots. Okay, so now I have a couple of options to see if I can find other versions of this puzzle. So Australia Day 2024, for example. So we can search by the title in our analytics, right? So we can say title, boom, Australia Day 2024. So what this helps me sometimes to find puzzles that have multiple versions, right? So we have G93, that's this one. But there's also, for example, this version, which seems to be the sort of raw fpuzzles data. Yes, and that has the outline. So the question is basically, how did this data come about? I can see the colors are slightly different. So, I'm going to mark that like this, and I'm going to do this fpuzz. Right. Now this probably is actually also present here, I hope. Z2. There's a surprising amount of URLs for this particular puzzle. No, I seem to have just created. So these must have been early. So these must be back in time. This URL was sort of when it was being created. So now I'm curious, basically, let's see if the solution is in there. We also have this one, which, let's do a version of this where we're just getting the raw puzzle ID. One, two, three. 2, 3, 4. So that's still fpuzz data. We also have that. Now, what I don't know, can I look at the counters maybe? 12 counter 4671. Oh, the self counters would all be the same, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. I was just thinking, like, is there a way for me to know which one of these are older or newer? Ah, yeah, okay. Well, you shouldn't have been getting them from Firebase storage at all, because that was never mine. That was from the old app. And it's just the editor that Simon and Mark are using, or sometimes use, not so much anymore these days, is the editor of the old app, and that's where it stored the puzzles. And I just had that in as a fallback from, basically from the early days, but now I just have local copies of the puzzles that I pull. So you can just get them from, you basically just take the ID and you just put API and puzzle in front of it. So let me show you. So if this is the ID of the puzzle, and in fact, if you just look at the network tab and filter by API, it's like, let me just make that bigger. All right, so if I load this and filter by API, you'll see that the puzzle data sits here. And that data is basically what people just used to put in the URL at the moment. I'm working on actually putting it in a database, but right now it just stores this in a file and gives it some random strings to load the file from, right? So if we do, yeah, we can open this in new tab. So basically just add API and puzzle in front of the ID. And that'll work for all the short IDs. It won't work for the long ones. Ah, thanks. Geez Mania. Appreciate it. Okay, so now, so I want to see how this compares to the other data. So if I go at, so if I look at framework, yeah, so this should be the converted data. And if I look at, wait, I'm gonna confuse myself. Okay, let's forget about this one for a second. Let's look at this one. Go to localhost, right? Yeah, you see, for example, this puzzle I don't have cached locally yet, right? So my local system will then fetch it from the remote API, and eventually it'll fall back. So it has a couple of places where it tries to get it from, because initially it would try, it would also try alpha and beta and so on and so forth. But it's something I'm working on. It's gonna get overhauled and improved. And I'm actually building a proper database for this stuff. So let's have a look at this and at this. And if I go bring this over here and make this nice and big so we can actually see something. And make this nice and big. There we go. So, these should be similar, except this has 4 cages, this has 3. This is... So this is the problematic version that everybody's using, and that has all... Yeah, so that's what I thought. It has this... So this one has the solution, but why are the overlays different? Yeah, so, as you can see... No, wait, yeah, so this doesn't have overlays on that. So now the question is, if I try to add a solution to this... so let me just take the solution. I'm just going to stick it in here. And I'll... With the right tool... Right. Now if I say new link with solution... It does create it correctly. So they created this with a tool that screwed up the circles. And I cannot see if there's a bug in my system right now. So I'm going to send a message to Wombat Breath, if I can find them. Let me see if Wombat Breath, if they are on here. Okay, so they're on the Discord. Let me just send them a message. Looking at a bug report regarding Australia Day 2024, which is missing crop key dot outlines. May ask how the puzzle was made, as the outlines are missing in the data itself. And I found older versions with the outlines present. Okay, so there isn't much I can do about this just yet. Yep, I worked on that yesterday in yesterday's stream, so I wanted to see, well, I know not a lot of people are watching, but, you know, people who were watching knew that that was coming. You can disable the hair in settings, not advanced, experimental. Go down to experimental, you can control that here. I'm not sure why you say it's not what you were hoping for. What were you hoping for? That's where the puzzle data is. Like, if you let me know more what you want to do with the puzzle data, maybe I can provide you with more details. All right. That was bug 1. Let's have a look at bug 2. Bug 2, I think, is... Oh, yeah. So that's the age-old thing where... So... To make the fog work properly across multiple different kinds of visual effects and different layers and so on, I'm basically using SVG filters. And unfortunately, there seems to be a little bit of a... I call it a bug. I think they're not going to change it. But basically, because filters like this kind of gray, you know, outline, yada yada, affect things around objects. If the object has no dimension in one direction, like if it's a horizontal line, for example, it'll have a 0 dimension and it just won't do the filter at all. So then the object just disappears. Even though the object has multiple dimensions once it's rendered, because it has a line thickness, right? But the polygon itself doesn't. And I don't remember exactly how I fixed that in the past. But I have a pretty good idea what the problem is. Let me just get rid of that so it's a bit cleaner. I'm trying to keep things a bit chunkier for the stream so you guys can read the text, but it gives me so little space on the screen, it's kind of annoying. Alright, so... let me just... One sec. If I just do this... If I do enter solution... Yeah, so we still don't have a line here. Is there something I can do to disable fog? Is fog disabling a thing? I don't think it is. Unless I modify the data itself. It's F puzzle data. Yeah. We're gonna have to dig into this a little bit. Get that out of here. So let's have a look at that. So the fog stuff is all happening in here. So we have, you see, so I basically create the fog edge by I create a fog shape from where the fog is. So this would be the path of the fog, right? And then I create multiple copies of it to create this faded edging. And then I hide or enable things by applying different masks and so on and so forth relative to the fog stuff. The problem is, so I think what is being messed up is the arrows. Yeah, because that's where the line is, right? So let's say if I rename this to underscore mask. Yeah, you see, once it's not mask, it shows, right? Now the weird thing is, it should show everything because it's, you know, even if the fog is all hidden, it still doesn't show it. And that's, you know, it looks like a browser bug to me. In fact, speaking of browser bugs, if we use a different rendering engine, can we just open that? Oh, we're in dark mode. That looks very weird, and that doesn't toggle at all. Wait, why does this not toggle dark mode? Oh no, it's like a browser dark mode. Oh no, oh no. How do I stop that? Off. Holy moly, okay. Oh, that's bad. Alright, so it has the same bug here, but it could be that Firefox, even though it's a different browser engine, it might still do the same rendering. So, SVG filter of horizontal line invisible. Adding shadow for the mask, straight line invisible. Yeah. Not be used when... Okay, now I remember. Okay, so the problem is... And the reason why the problem wasn't always there is because of the units I'm using. So there's a kind of unit that I can use where the problem doesn't happen. Basically by telling it specifically how big it needs to be. But because I'm using kind of relative units, I believe. So if I look at this... and I don't know where that is specified. I think it might be up here. Yeah, and I think if I use the other thing, it basically creates a different problem. So basically I have to choose between one of two issues. What did they call it? They called it filter units, right? So let's have a quick look at our filter units here. Ideally under staging. And I think that should be directly in fog here. So if I look at filter units, nope. Feature debug. I think I was testing some stuff there related to this. Port, okay. Outline filters. Okay, so we have the same, I think we might have the same issue with the outlines on elements. No, that's just different, there's lots of different formats. So my code just decodes them, so you have to basically detect which kind it is and decode them appropriately. That's basically what you're missing. The same puzzle will have the same data there. So one way of decoding the puzzles is using my code, which will do it for you. So for example, the code I used that I wrote earlier. So if I take the puzzle ID, let's grab this puzzle ID, right? So that's the short ID. So what we can do is I'll do it sort of kind of from scratch as much as possible, right? So we can say let short ID equals this, and then we'll do let res equals fetch API puzzle short ID. Oops, no, I don't need to do that. And we don't need backticks either. Let data equals res dot text. Actually, let's just do that. And let's just do this. So if I do this, and I'll bring our DevTools back under here. And basically these Monday sessions are supposed to be exactly for this sort of thing, you know, user requests, bug fixing, and so on and so forth. So don't be shy. We'll do a fetch is not a function. Are you sure? Yeah, the await needs to be inside. Boom. And we need to await that as well. We need to await the text. I don't know where there's a second promise, right? So this data is fpuzzles encoded, right? So we can now use puzzle tools to decode that, or to parse that. And I believe that's also asynchronous. Boom. Puzzle tools dot, not puzzle tools, puzzle loader dot parse puzzle data. That's what we want. And it also has a fetch thing that kind of takes care of the other stuff for you, and that'll decode it for you. And we can replace this fetch with puzzle loader dot fetch puzzle dot fetch. Let me just double check. Fetch puzzle. Yep. We can do await puzzle loader fetch that. And we'll just do short ID here. Boom. And then we don't need that. Right? And we can just do... Can we do this? No, I don't think we can do this. Anyway. If you do that, you get the decoded puzzle data. Now, this will convert it to STL format, so it doesn't give you the raw data. So, but your code probably, whatever you're doing, probably doesn't understand fpuzzles data or SCF data or whatever. Let me think. Is there a way of doing this any shorter than this? Not really. I'll paste it in the Discord because this is probably not great for stream chat. What's your Discord name? Or just ping me on the Discord channel. No, you know what? I'll just paste it here. So fetch and decode a puzzle with. Now, if you need to do it for a lot of puzzles from a server, you know, then there's cores and you need to get the libraries loaded and all that stuff. Then you really need to PM me because that's a little bit more complicated. But it's the sort of thing I do all the time for my own stuff. Okay, so, let me think. So the issue is that the units I'm using, yeah, except I didn't find that unit specification in the fog code. So what are the styles for the fog code here? One second, I have a fan and it's moving. It's getting so hot here. I think yesterday, today, I think it's supposed to be over 28 degrees, which is insane for this time of the year. Let me check. It's 29 degrees today. I'm gonna have to run the AC in frickin' March. No, well, April, but still, it's... Holy moly. Holy moly. Alright, so... okay, just to summarize, it is the units, the filter units that I'm using. Find units. Is that something that I'm using? The problem is I'm not actually setting them anywhere in here. Anywhere here? And I don't think code patterns is not being used. They're okay. So this is what I'm using. Now, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I looked into this. But basically, I can tell it the size that I'm kind of using, and I think... Because you see, for example, here, I'm already making it larger. Oh, wait, maybe I fixed it for the outline stuff with these, but I didn't fix it for fog. Maybe it is the same issue. And the reason I remember fixing it and being confused why it's not fixed is because I fixed it... Because I'm using filters for the outline stuff as well. So, filter, init fog, filter, fog definition, mask. Do a bunch of masking, and do I even filter? I'm not even sure if I am doing filters here. I'm just doing masking, huh? It's not really filtering, it's... Well, okay, one quick check would be to just remove the fog. So if I... Oh, well, yeah, we did that. We removed the mask and then it shows, right? So it's not the outline filter interfering. SVG mask like disappear. Default for masking is object bounding box. The key issue you have described is in the last paragraph of the area. Keyword of the boundary should not be used when the geometry of the applicable element has no width or no height. Okay, now I did this to fix it. I don't know why I think one of the issues was I didn't just want to make it really big with like an extra spacing around it for the fog, because the fog is relatively expensive. But let's just try that. So if I do this, now this would be on the filter. Would that have to be on the masks? Do masks even have width and height? Shoot. Mask. Units. So does the mask element itself have X, Y, and width and so on? That's the question. If I change this, can I, because there's a whole bunch of stuff and it's quite complicated. So if I can remove one or the other and simplify the questions a little bit. I remove both. I do this. What is the middle digit? Okay, so this is required to highlight things. All right. Well, I guess we'll just try it. So if we put that in here. Because the thing is, I don't know if it needs to be on the mask. Well, obviously it's not good enough to be on the mask. Doesn't need to be on the shape. Doesn't need to be on any of these things. Does it need to be on the elements that use it? What's the SVG mask? MDN. Saying MSD, what? Yeah, because the mask itself doesn't have dimensions, as far as I know. Mask units defines the coordinate system in the mask. Value type use space on you. So maybe I need to call it mask units. Units. Now I also need to be careful because it might load things from the cache and not update it. Okay, that seems to do the trick. Now let's see if we need it for all of these. Maybe we don't need it for all of these. Okay, this works without that one. Works without that one. Okay, works without that one. Now this one, I would be surprised if it works without. It does work without that one. Does it work without that one? No. Now if we move that one to this one, it doesn't work. So it specifically needs to be on this one. And I don't know if primitive units is applicable here. Now the question is, you see, because I basically gave it 25% margin, the problem is on some puzzles that 25% isn't enough. Like puzzles with a very large sort of like, you know, like columns and rows above and around the board. So ideally these numbers would actually get calculated from the puzzle itself. And I think that's why I didn't do it in the past. I couldn't be arsed. If I do this, and then do this, and I use that to comment this out for now. That's just silly. I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah. So the question is, can I, if I remove these, will that work? So then the question becomes, I need other fog puzzles. Did Philip Newman just post a fog gas puzzle? The problem is, I don't know if this is a, this was not going to have a unique solution. Okay, well, let's give it a try. I'm not sure if I can load this locally. I probably haven't, yeah, I haven't got a local cache of this data yet. So this should have the fixed, yeah, but we don't know if there's any issues here with this one. Place a digital with clear fog from all, wait. Also, place digital, yep. Place a digital clear fog from all orthogonally and diagonal adjacent cells. This puzzle is not guaranteed to have a unique solution. If your solution based on above rules, it's correct. So it's just telling us to I have a feeling this is not a fog puzzle. I have a feeling he is bamboozling us with more shenanigans. Let's see if this puzzle actually has fog. I'm not sure it does. Maybe it's just a gray background. Don't see any fog here. I see a bunch of cosmetic gray squares. Yeah, there is no fog in this puzzles. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, this puzzle is no good for us to test it. Wait, is it just me or did they post 3 gas puzzles today? I think they're having too much fun. Oh, okay, now I get it. Each one of them is posting one puzzle by themselves. Alright, each of the gas setters. Brilliant. Alright, love it. Okay, still need some other fog puzzles. Let me just pop down to Sudoku testing with submissions. How long do I have to scroll to get a fog puzzle? Here we go. The problem is, any puzzle there won't really have the bug. But I think right now I just want to test if my quote-unquote fix breaks other puzzles, right? So I guess we're gonna just play. Well, I'm just gonna play through this and see if everything works out normally. All right. This is going to be 9862 because of the X's here. So these have to both be low. This cannot be an 8. Therefore, this cannot be a 2. And this cannot be an 8. 2 is here. 4 is here. This can't be a 2. This can't be an 8. So therefore, this must be a 2. Okie dokie. That can't be an 8. So this is 7 or 8. This can't be a 4. 1, 4, 6, 9. Nice start. Like it. This one has to be smaller than a 6. Alright. 3, 5. So this can only be a 7 or a 4. And this can never be a 3. Oh, and that can't be a 4. It's got to be a 7. It's got to be an 8. And this is going to be a 3 or 7. Alright, 3, 7. 6 cage, at least 2 cells. Can't have anything bigger than these in there. Right. Let's see what we got. 7 up here. We've got... this is a 1. So, I mean, this could be a 3-cell 6 cage as well. But this is a another whisper line, so that's a large digit. Trying to think if this can tell us something about that, right? Like if this is a 2, if this is a... then this would be a 3, this would be a 4, or a 1. It could be like 2, 1, 3, like that, right? This can't be a 1, because both of these would have to be 2s then. Okay, so this can't be a 6. This can't be a 2, and it can't be a 4. It must be a 3. Okay, there's a 3 up here. Oh, we have... how does it know there's no 3 here? That's weird. Ah, Knight's move. Okay, so the 3 sees that. Okay, I didn't see the rest of the rules. All right. 2, 4. So it's 3, 2, 1. If this is 3, 2, 1, this could still be a 3 cage, a 3-cell cage, starting to 6, right? If this is 3, 2, this would be a 1. This would be a 1. 1, 2, and then 3 here. If it's a 4, that would be a 2, and that would be a 5. So, what do we say? If this is a 3, that's a 2, that's a 1. If it's a 4, that's a 2, or a 4. So that's a 1, 2, or 4. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 9. No shame. Can we... the problem is, with the random lines, you don't know how long they go, so you can't say, like, I can't say, oh, you know, if this is a 2, I need, or if this is a 9, I need an 8 on here. Is that a problem? You know, you can't really say that. And the blue lines are the region sun lines. There's a brown rank, some blue line must sum total in any box it enters. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Then this is either a 4 or a 1. 3, 4. And this is a 2 for sure. 3, 4, 5. And then this is a 2. Ah, wait. Now we know it's not a 3 cell. Because we cannot have a 3 in it. And it can't go up and it can't go down. So it's a 2 cell, so that's never a 1. That's a 2, 4 pair. So no 2 and 4 here. 2 and 4 here or here. That doesn't really help any. That doesn't help us at all. 3. This 2 and 4 eliminates a 2 and a 4 from here, which doesn't help us at all. Be a 7. Could be just a 2 cell. Whisper line, right? Does this in any way affect this? Not really. It's not that these two can't be the same, I guess. Do we have information? Oh wait, no, the min cell is also sorted. Anything else here? Oh yeah, the anti-night rule. So my system didn't detect this as anti-night, unfortunately. That means no 3s here. No 3s here. 7. 7's here. Also no 7 here, no 7 there, no 7 there. 5s. No 5s here. 6s. No 6s here. 6 in this row. 4. 4 goes here. 8. So 8, and then one of these 3. I'm just thinking this cannot be the same as that. And so this sees both 2 and 4. Okay, so this can't be 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 are up here now. Does that limit anything? Yeah, it puts a 2, 4 here. Which is the same as that. So that's not a 6. Okay, that gets us a 6. That's something. Alright, so these are from 4, 5, 7, 8. Can't be a 4. This can't be a 4. So we definitely have a 7 here. That's 5 or 8. Okay. Alright, alright. Anything else that... Okay, that it wasn't the hardest deduction, but I kind of brain farted a little bit on that. Is there something else we can deduce from that? So now we are missing 1, 5, and 8. Okay. And then 8 is definitely here, and 9 is definitely here. Does that mean anything for this one? Not really. 9s. This can't be a 2, 4, or 9. That's not really useful. 6 up here. Oh, and that's not a 6, so that's a 6. Alright. So we have a 14 cage. We have a 14 cage with a 6 in it. What does that mean for us? I can make that bigger. Okay. 14 cage with a 6 in it. 1, 3, 1, 7, 3, 5. 3 and 7 can't be here, so that's got to be 1, 7. That's got to be 3, 7, and the 6 is next to a 7. So this got to be a 1. Alright, 5 down here. Oops. What are we missing? 3 and 5. So that's an 8. No 8 here. Okay, that's another low digit. What low digits can it not be? It cannot be a 2 or a 4. Okie. So 5 is here. Alright, alright, alright. 1, 3. Notch. 7 up here. 2, 4. There's something we can say about this one. Like, we know it's a 1 or a 3. Anything else we can say about this one? So this digit is in one of these 3 corners. Are they limited for 1 and 3 somehow? I don't really see it. here. 7. 7 is here. 1. So this blue line, I don't know if we're guaranteed that it has to reach the edge of its box either. Alright, 6. 6 not here, not here, not here. This 6 not here. Not here. 6 is here, here, or down there. Freeze. Freeze. Freeze up here, we don't know. Okay, what about 1s? Be there. Be there. Be there. 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 Be a 2. This cannot be a 2. Okay. 4s. No, this can't be a 4. This can't be a 4. Put this be a 4. Use this one, but it doesn't see. Wait, this is the same as that. It's gonna be a 4. This can't be a 4. These can be 4s. 5. Ah, 5 is here. So 5 can't be there. Can't be there. Can't be there. Can't be there, actually. And there. Can't be there. There. Okay. I don't think I can take that much further. Alright, 6s. That helpful? No. 7. It's like that, right? None of these can be 7. Can't be a 7. This can't be a 7 because it sees all of these 3. Same with this one. And this can be a 7. Not super useful. Right, 9s. No, 8s. That. Is there something? I can bring it down into this box. Here or here. Portion can be here as well. Oh, I'm an idiot. How is it excluded from? Oh, alright. Well, that's our 8. Except it doesn't give us any extra exclusions. The 8s, huh? Okay. Not as useful as I'd hoped. Do we need to look at the blue lines yet? Feels like it's too early still. And we looked at the 5s already. What about 1s? Well, that can't be. Like, this can't be a 1 because it sees this one and this one and this one, for example. But I feel like this is gonna diminish very quickly. That can't be a 1 because it sees these 3. Fair enough. If this was a 1, this was a 1, would see these 2. This was a 1, so see these 2. This was a 1. No, this is a 1. This is a 1. This can't be a 1 because it'll see this one and all 3. So that can't be a 1. Alright, neither can this. So anything that sees all these 4 cells can't be a 1 because this one is these 3. Okay. That can't be a 1 because it sees these 3. I think we're gonna run out of steam though. I wonder if it's worthwhile marking these in just because we have a lot of cells that kind of can see all these 5. Well, Not this one, right? So we just said this can't be a 1 because it sees this one, and this one, and then this one sees these two, and this one sees this. That can't be a 1. We said this can't be a 1. No, this could be a 1, right? Okay. What about 5s? Well, this can't be a 5, right? 7s. 7. This is a 3, that's an 8. The 4, that's a 9. 7s. That makes sense. This can't be a 7 because it sees these 3. What else? Is it the 1? These. 1 would have to be here. And the 1 would be here. Well, these would have to be the 1. And these couldn't be 1s. Couldn't be a 1. This can't be a 1. This can't be a 1. These couldn't be a 1. Just trying to see if there's anything else. No, that feels too much like what ifing. Wait, what happened? Oh, just erased all of those. This cannot be a 2 and a 4. You know what? I'm gonna fill these in lazily because they're gonna be seen by knight's move by so many cells that it might help me actually mark them. 8, 4, 3, 1, 1, 2, 8, 9, 3, 5. So let's see if there's any other kind of weird crosstalks. Like these two see this one, for example. So that's a 1 and a 3. Don't know if these two are related yet. Or they also see this one. These 3 see this one, so this cannot be 2, 4, 9. They all see it. So 9 is here, 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 here. A 2, 4 took them out here and here. So there's no 2 or 4 here, no 2, 4 here, no 2, 4 here. There's a 2, 4 here. There could be a 2, 4 here. If it's the same as that. Is that... Okay. Now, I don't know if this 1 and 3 is related in any way. I don't see... I don't see I can... Like, I don't know if they're the same or different. Like, if this is a 1, for example, or... If this is the 1... Take it out of... Barely anywhere, really. Alright. What else can we do? Can we do? 7s. Okay. Well, let's think big picture. What am I missing? If this is a 4, if this is a 9, that's gotta be a 4. But this is not limited at all because either 8 or 3 or 9 can take a 1 or a 3 here. Alright, I'm just gonna blindly look at some of these digits. Not 8. Can't be here. Is there something that like sees all these? If I put an 8 here, it would see these 3, but never all 5. Okay, what else? This 8 sees all these. So is there an 8 that sees these 3? No. What about these 4? No. Okay. 7s. This 7, this cell sees these 3, so it can't be a 7. This cell sees these 3. Oh wait, well, yeah, no, okay, never mind, doesn't matter. We have a 7 here. I didn't notice. This cell doesn't see these 3. This cell sees these 2. This can't be a 7 because it sees 3. See, this one sees that, but doesn't see that one. This one sees that and that, but doesn't see that one. Yeah, these are too far apart. I can't constrain them the same way. What about 5s? What about the 5s? 5. This can't be a 5 because he sees 3. Hmm. Right. Okay, wait a second. So whatever sees these three, like this one can't be a 2. This is not a 2. Okay. What about the from this cell there's none that sees both of these, unfortunately, except for that one. We can, for example, if I put a 2 here, we'll see this and this, but not that one. If I put a 2 here. Wait, if I put a 2 here, we'll see these two and that one. And 2 can sneak in from here. I'm gonna mark... Nah, I'm not gonna mark those 2s. That'd be a little chaotic. I don't know why I didn't start from the 1s, but do the 1s now. We said something earlier, like anything that sees these and these 3, like these 2 can't be 1s, right? This can't be a 1 because it sees 3. Could be a 1 because there's a 1 here. And that sees that one, and we'd have a 1 here. Okay. If put a 1 here, then it's that one. A 1 in either of these forces a 1 here and basically indirectly sees this one. So if we could, like this one would see this, these 2, this one indirectly through this one, but then we could still put a 1 here. So it's not that useful. 4s. Don't think I have the 4s sussed out just yet. Or at least, or more accurately, I've pushed the 4s already as far as I can. 5s we've done so many times. 6s. Have we looked at 6s enough? Do not know. Doesn't look very promising, does it? This. Oh. It's 7s. I think we just looked at 7s a moment ago. Right. 8s. 8. I think. Something here sees this one, not this one. Something here would see this, but not that one. 8 here, let's say. 8 here. 8 here. No. I don't know. Here and here forces them here. No. All right. I don't think that's the kind of deduction they'd be putting into the puzzle. I don't think it makes for a very fun puzzle. So I'm hoping. Oops. I'm hoping that's something the setter would not do. Okay. I'm getting grand to a halt here. I don't think the blues are useful yet because I don't know. Like this blue could literally just do this, for example, right? Or it could do this, like, or it could do this. So I don't even know yet if they're long or short or anything. We have broken into the fourth column on the 7. Maybe that's what we should be looking more at. I mean, 2 4s were being greatly limited. Like 2 can only go in these 3 spots in this column, which means 2 cannot go here, right? Because it sees all 3. And it can go here. What about 4s? 4s. Problem is the 4 down here, right? Like I can't reach this 4 very easily. 3s. Why do I think 3s might be interesting? This would take 3 out of there, and out of there. Also 3 here. Oh, that's not it. Is it this one? This feels like it's the only clue we have that gets past column 4. And maybe it's something with these. Like, if this is a 1, that's a 9. This had to be an 8. If this is a 1, that's a 3. Doesn't really mean anything. If this is a 9, that's a 1, that's a 3. This is a 9. That's a 3. The 9, that's a... If this is an 8... Problem is, it could still be a 3. Nothing's stopping it. This is... So these are the same, right? And these... Well, these are the same. So this cannot be green. The best can be purple. If I make the other one purple. In purple. This can be at best be purple. But these could also be purple. One of these is purple. One of these is purple? No, because they don't have to be. This could be green, but not purple. And then this could be a... Problem is, this could be either one, right? So... It doesn't really help us. Does it make a difference? Like, if this is a 4, that's a 2. That's a 9. Does that help us? That's a 2, that's a... Oh, oh my god. I'm an idiot. And you guys didn't say anything. Alright, yeah. We have the white dots. 3 and 5 are neighbors to 4, not to 2. Because 5 is not a neighbor to 2. Okay, alright, so now we see the blue line here. Okay, so we have 2 digits combined with 3. And if this is a 9, that'll be 11. So it'll be at least 12. And this would be 8 and 3 at the most. So this can't be a 9. Also, let's have a quick look at the 2s now. If we've got any more information on the 2s. Oh, there's a 2 here. 4s, like this can't be a 4 now. This can't be a 4 because it sees both of these. These are 4s. Okay. Ah, that needs to be a 9 now because of that 4. So that's gonna do a bunch of work, I think. 6 here. Okay, the 3 here. I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be. Or as okay, so this is another 5. That 5 is here, 5 is there. What are our options here? Can't be 3 here, so 2, 8, 9, 1, 4, 6, 4, 6. So that's fairly high. The highest here is 12, 9, 3. And these would have to add up to 10, 6, 4, 2, basically. This can't be a 4. What can it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 or 8. Not that many options, actually. If this is a 1, that's a 2, and that's an 8. And if this is an 8, that's a 9, that's a 1. There's always a 1 in one of these. And they both see this one. So if this is a 1, that's a 2, that's an 8, and it has no value. So that can't be a 1. These we can fill in now. I think. Sense. That can't be a 1. And that can't be a 1 because they see all 3. That a 1? Can we eliminate anything else down here? That's a 1, that's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. That sees this. It sees this. These two makes this a 1. So this can't be a 1. This can't be a 1. No, that could be a 1. So we have this one done. This, not a thing. All right, let's do the math then. The smallest here is 9. 2, 1, 6 is 9. 1 and 8. The 2 here. Okay. And the largest here is 12. If this is an 8, 2, 6, yeah, so this can never be an 8. So we gotta have this kind of situation here. So now this is 8, this is 3, so this needs to be 5 larger than this. So it's got to be a 6, and that's got to be a 1. Right? 1, 2, 6 is 9, 1, 8 is 9. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 5, 8. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 4, 8 pair. Okay. That's 4, 8. That's 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 6, 5, 7, 9. Can't be a 5, 7 because it sees these two. What do we have here? I think we can fill these in. 7, 8, 9. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 5, 7, 9. Oh, can't be a 5, 7, so that's a 9. 9 here, no 9 here. 9 is here or here. This can't be a 9, so that's a 1. 5, 7, alright. And this one is 3, 4, 5, 7. Can't be a 5 or 7. 3, 4, so not a 7. Not a 4, 5, 7, like that. 3, 8, 4, 8, 3, 4. The problem with fog puzzles sometimes is, when testing, is that I don't necessarily know exactly what to expect. So it's harder to know if something isn't showing. So if, let's say, if I break something and it's hiding some element, but maybe it's a, you know, the puzzle still solves, let's say it's a visual element or whatever. How would I know? You know what I mean? Puzzle setters do all sorts of crazy things that the software was never designed for. Like, I can't anticipate that. So that's a tough thing. Hey, Nicholas. How are you doing? Okay. That was some nice progress. I'm just gonna look at quickly if any of these pairs and triples do any eliminations. Like, for example, this eliminates a 4, 5, and 9 from here, but I don't know if that's useful right now. This eliminates a 5 from there. What else we got? 1, 5, 7. 2, 4. So this one. 5, 4 and 8 are eliminated from there. Not useful. 5 and 9. Here we go. Something. So we got a 9 up here, which means we got 9 here. So 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Where's the 2 go in this row? Okay, 2's here. 2 here, so 2's here or here. 1 is not here. So that's a 1. Is that a 1? Right? 4, 5, 7. 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Thought there would be more lines and whatnot, but I guess now it's really just filling in the rest. Draw the rest of the owl, as they say. Oh, 8 here. 8 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so we have a 2, 3 pair. Makes this a 9. And this a 9. 4, 5, 4, 3, 5. Oh, shoot. No. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. 2, 9. Now we have 4, 5, 6 here. So none of these can be 4, 5, or 6. Can't be a 9. 9s are here. 7 I missed. I think I missed out a 7 here. We know 2s are here. We know the 7 is here. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5. 8, 9. Okay. So there's probably some kind of triple or double pair or whatever hidden in here somewhere. 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 3. Threes? Nope. 4, 5, 3, these. 5, 7 sees these. 5, 7 sees these. 5 here. 6s are here. 4. What do we got with 2s? 3s? 3 pair down there. These all seem to be like complementary shapes. Why do I not have the not marking for the 9 here anymore? I don't know. There's no 9 here. Okay. Are there any clues we haven't used yet? I think we've finished all these clues, unless there's like an X down here or something. But I think by the time we see it, the clue won't really help us anymore. 2, 3, 6. 2, 6 here or here. Should eliminate 6s from here, but that's not a question. Five and 7 seems to be quite densely populated. This is a wait. 5 gotta be here, so that can't be a 5. Because we have 5s here and 5s here. Do we have something similar with 7s? Not exactly. This is a 7. That. No. What about others? This can't be a 4 or a 5 because of the 4, 5, 6 here. Now we have a 3, 8, 9 here. 5s are here, 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 and here. 3, 4s here and here. What 8s? Yeah. 4s. The 4 here or here, which means there's no 4s here. That useful. Yes, it means there's a 4 here. Alright. Make some progress. 3 here now. 2. Oh, 1s are done. 2s are basically done. 3s are not done yet. There's something. 4, 4, 4, 4. No, really a problem. 5s. Is there something with these? Like this would see that. This sees this, and that sees that. They're linked, but not in a like a structure way. Like 5. That makes this a 5. Makes it 5. Makes it. They're all linked, but I hope I don't have to use that. It's the only way to use that would be in combination with another. With a second digit, and that would be very hard. I hope I don't have to do that. If these are 5s, I think these are 8s. No 8s here. This 7 sees these two. But oh, wait. This 7 sees these two and that one. It makes this and that 7 and that 7. Okay. This 7 would see both of these. So this 7, 7, 7, 7. That's working. This one sees these two. So 7, 7, 7, 7. This sees these two. This one sees these two. Not that one. So this one's 7, 7, 7. This one's 7, 7. 7. 3. Like I'm trying to see if there's something I can like one column offset that sees all its corresponding numbers in a particular column. So something that's not so far down there. Like this sees that one and that one, but it doesn't see that one. In fact, it forces that one. So 7, 7, 7.
Yeah, I see.
All right, let's finish this. Let's finish this. Strong finish. Just end the stream soon. Nope. Nope. We need to change something. What am I not seeing, guys? What am I not seeing? I'm trying to see if there's some sort of chain between two digits that... Excuse me? Okay. All right, let's see. 38474557. Toby just came home. He's waiting for some attention. All right. 456. Any other rules that we're not looking at? Properly grounded fog. Also overnights moving chest cannot contain some digit. Min cells must be smaller than instant author. Cage some small including cage. Per planet consecutive in the order. Let me check if I have. No, so far I'm good. So it's not like that I made a mistake earlier, and that's why I'm stuck now. Digits over a black dot are in a 2-to-1 ratio. Doesn't say all of them. Yeah, so that's presumed. Okay. Let me switch on show scene cells, because that's basically the only rule that we have governing our digits now, right? So ones, ones are done. Twos are almost done. Eights are pretty far along. Nines. Seven. Not that 7. 7. 7. What am I missing? I must be missing something. This is a 2. 3, 3, 3. Not a problem. This is a 7. Got 5. 4. This is a 7. That's a 5. That's a 4. That's an 8. That's a 7. And then that's a 7. Sure. This is a 7. And that's the 5. That's also a 7. This is a 7. That's an 8. That's a 4. 5. This is a 7. Wait a second. If this is a 7, 8, 4, 5, 7. If this is a 7, that's a 7. Yeah. Either way, it's gotta be. This is a 7. That's a 7. 7, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 4. The 4. Oh, 4. So wait a second. Oh, no. I thought for some reason only one of these could have been a 4. It's not the case. If this is a 4, that's the 4. This is a 4, 5, 7, 2 or 3, 2, 3, 8, 6. Yeah. 6, that's an 8. This is a 3, 8, 6, 4. The 3, 8, 6, 4. This is a 7, 5, 4, 6. This is a 3, 2, 8, 6. This is a 3, that's a 4. It's probably something like that. I am running out of time, so I'm gonna just do one. I'm basically bifurcating. Let's be honest, yeah. So we already know that 2 isn't right because the fog didn't reveal, so that's how it has to be, I guess. Right? Yeah, there we go. Pretty scummy, but I don't know. That kind of last leg logic isn't super satisfying to me. So sometimes I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I have, you know, More testing to do. The stream to finish. Right, don't come to me for entertaining puzzling, because that's not what I do here. Okay. Now what I'm not 100% certain is if this is a safe change. So this is definitely one to be deployed to beta first and see if this messes up any kind of fog puzzles. So let us give it a minor version bump. And I gotta do a release soon. I've got a lot of tiny little changes. And it's better to do a release before I gotta get to a big one. Fix slash line ECU with fog masks. That was supposed to be a Z. And that's the version number. Now, let us also have a quick look at the deploy scripts. Because I have been messing around with the scripts to get the database synchronized, and it's not perfect at the moment. If I do fetch all, does it actually pull them down? It should. Should. Let us do a backup first, and I think the backups are done through the API. So I will do a fetch of a backup of the API in production, just in case, because last time I was messing with the database, I screwed it up. Oh yeah, that's, by the way, that's the schedule, which I'm struggling to keep to. But I'm only just starting, so I'll need a little bit of time. Okay, come on, do it. And we'll also need another test puzzle once it's gone live. Alright, is that inputs, outputs, page false? Okay, that sounds alright. So we should be able to now run this script. No, wait, actually, we want to run it from here, I believe. This one. Wait, do I? Forget. Sync or fetch? Sync API. No, fetch API. Yeah, no, sync API here. So, npm sync API. I think that should do the right thing. And to actually verify that, let's actually check. So the script for counting is this. Oh, I don't even need to go online for that, actually. Just get out of here. Run that. I don't actually want to count beta, I want to count production. So production currently has how many puzzles? Should have 86,000, something like that. 92,000, holy moly, okay. API production, the local ones are 87,000. Alright, so once this is finished running, this should be up to date. Now what I don't like is that it's not... I think I need to separate them out. This whole... because it's getting too many, you know, because they'll be syncing 600 megabytes of data or whatever. So it just takes a little while, I guess. Like... why is that under Sublime Text, though? That I don't understand. Is Sublime Text doing something? Wait a second. Is Sublime Text trying to read all the files that I'm downloading? Is that why this stuff is slow? I think so. I think it's doing some sort of indexing. Yeah, that's the problem with the script at the moment, is that I feel it's not reliable. Like, I don't know if it's stalled right now. It sometimes does this weird stall thing. And you don't want that in your data syncing script. And I don't want to run two scripts on top of each other either. Like, it hasn't even done alpha yet, right? Oh, wait, maybe it's also this one causing issues. All right, let's run them separately. Unfortunately, I need Sublime Text for it. I'm surprised that Sublime Text is reading the files that are being synced. That seems a bit strange. So, we want to look at Sync API. So that runs the 3 syncs. API all, Sync API production, Fetch API all. So Fetch API all does these 3. If I do just Fetch API production, for example, right? If I do npm run Fetch API production. So this should take everything in production and pull it into local staging. And we should be able, maybe it's faster if we close that. I mean, this computer should manage it. On API production. What am I pulling? Whoops. Oh, that's why. Wait a second. So if I do beta. Okay, now the number's going up. All right. In fact, the number isn't going up anymore. Probably because it's finished and it's just stalled. Oh, no, it's finished. Okay. So in theory, that's all we need. Yeah, and the fact that... So I might want to sync it into like a local space first, like locally on a local drive first, so it's faster. So it's not as it's downloading, it's also getting indexed and whatnot. So let's see. So we need sync API production. Is that the one next? And I think I need to do this off stream with a clear head. We did the fetch. So this syncs from staging to production. All right. So that makes sure that my local API and production are basically currently should match at least what's online under production. And then we should be able to deploy. Shouldn't take so. Oh, because yeah, AWS 2 is slow as hell. I wonder if I could run that from the Windows side, like Cygwin or something. At least now, Sublime Text isn't kind of trying to look at every file as it goes through. And then once that is done, oh yeah, now I should be able to compare that with production here. So that number should be going up, but it's not. Is that the wrong set of settings? Yeah, locally we don't want to compress actually. So I don't know why we do L here. And we're not, obviously not doing progress. So if we get rid of Z, why are we doing capital L here either? Try that again. If I do this faster, and is it actually doing a thing? API production, API beta production. Why is that number not going up? CRAT. TBR. I do this without the Z, without the compression. I'll do that. It should be so much faster locally. Oh, it might actually be slower. The downloading might actually be faster than the WSL drive access. which is a little sad. And unfortunately, I'm not sure if copying the files under Windows is going to be any faster, which is in a way even sadder. Like if I go here and just copy over puzzles. Let's see. Yeah, that number hasn't changed, right? So if I copy that over here, it stalls just before it even gets started. Why is Explorer so bad? If I do fast copy. So let's cancel that. If I just fast copy from here, puzzle, to here, puzzle. Now, will that do some sort of folder inside folder? I hope not. If I do listing, so it should say API puzzle. Okay. If I do execute now, how long will that take? So it's copying 1500 files per second. And there we are. Like, it took seconds. Skipped most, because we skipped most of them, right? We only copied 4, so like 3-4 seconds. Why doesn't Explorer copy like that? Like, I could literally write JavaScript that copies fast in Explorer, which is crazy. Anyway, now we should be able to deploy beta, and everything should be fine. Hopefully. And then we'll problem is we won't have an affected fog puzzle now because people would have changed them. So I don't actually want to play a fog puzzle then. Let's just go to beta and play a New York Times puzzle, which now should be updated. I know it's not a fog puzzle, but this is just a sanity check that after making a change, everything is actually still working. All right. And we gotta be kind of fast about this one. A little rushed, I'm afraid. Hard to get my mind out of the anti-night thinking. This is some random chiptunes playlist, by the way. I got burned some copyright strikes on something I thought I had permission to use. Or I do have permission to use, but Twitch doesn't know that, so what good is the permission? One issue that these automated systems have. They don't actually know what people have agreed on. 5 here, 5 here, 5 there, 5 there. And let's fill these in. 1, 2, 4, 6, 2, 6, 1, 6, 7, 8. No 6s on these. How I feel about that. This is not good. I don't like this. Those 7-9 pairs might be helpful, but too much other stuff here. Still questionable. 5, 5, 6. Why does this sound like makes me think of like some sort of Final Fantasy theme or something? They have those weird cheery melodies. So I'm watching a few Final Fantasy playthroughs at the moment. One by Jesse Cox, but Final Fantasy seems to be very much on the hoppy cheery train. There's something else that's we should fill in these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 4, and 6. 6 is actually here, and 4 as well. That can't be a 4, and that can't be a 6. Right, so this is 1 to 8, so this needs to be 4 and 6. No, that could be 4 and 6. But 1 is here. So that's not 1, that's a 6. Okay, so now 6 is up here. Down here. 4 is here. Okay. 4s. 2s. 1s. We've reduced where they go. Oh, no. 1 can only be there now. So 1, 8 here. 9, 7, 1. 9, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this is just 1, 5, and 8. Alright. 9 here now. 2. And 7. 7. 7, 8. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. Right, I'm running very late right now. Oops. All right, well, let's finish this. Quick. We have something. 4s. Oh, there's 3 here. It was just sitting there. It was just sitting there waiting to be noticed. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Right. 8. 1, 2, 7, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. All right. Now we're almost there. 6, 6, 2, 6, 1, 4, 5. All right. Final stretch. Although I feel like I've said that before. It wasn't true then either. 6, 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Right. 8, 5, 8, 6, 9. 5, 1 for 8. 8, 1, 8. Now let's hope I didn't typo it somewhere. All right, that's it. Well, I've given the old fog bug another go. Let's hope this does it. So it doesn't work on production, but it should work on beta. I'm gonna wait a second. Didn't I just deploy this? Did I not deploy this? Run deploy beta. Did I not bump the right version? 0491. Did I not refresh this correctly? 04. This is not the new version. What is going on? 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 this should be deployed. Didn't deploy the puzzles, but the files themselves should be deployed. Can't do. If I this, what version do I see? 0491, 0493. Why is it not giving me the new version? What the hell? Excuse-moi. Why is it saying this, even though it's 0491? What the hell is going on here? 0491.0. 491.0. So starting app should use this app.version 0490.3 0493. What the hell? That is not the latest file. Okay. If I cat it, zero 491.0. Is it maybe the cache that wasn't cleared properly then? Let's try that. No, didn't want to close that. What the hell's going on here? Did I just screw something bad? Uh-oh. Why is my PM2 empty? This is not good at all. Oh, geez. Okay. Somehow I am not logged in. Ooh, that was scary. So beta is 6. And if I restart beta, no, not restart, just clearing the cache. You know what? Let's just restart it. So now, it's getting us the later version. No, it's working. Okay. That's strange. But here we are. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This was a weird one. I need to get into the rhythm of doing this early in the day. That was kind of the point. It wasn't meant to be a late stream. And hopefully, if folks start becoming aware that this will be a stream where I'm kind of talk about things, answer questions, and deal with like bug reports and feature submissions and discussions like that. Hopefully, over time, we'll get into a rhythm and people will show up, and you know, we can sort this stuff out. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and have a good rest of the week. Take care.
Bye.